And welcome back, everyone, to the Pokemon Digimon Partner Series. This Digimon Partner Series suggestion comes to us from Chimera's Rage, who asked the question, obviously, as we have him right here, what is Jaden Yuki's Digimon partner? This was one of those scenarios. The Digimon Partner Series is odd. It's not like the Zanpakuto series, where generally speaking, I'm not focusing on their abilities and converting it into a Zanpakuto. I'm trying to look at who they are as a person. Sometimes that can play a factor. But it's also not like the Pokemon Team one, where I'm looking at every aspect of the character and trying to convert as much of that as I can into a team. This is always somewhere in the middle. It can sometimes be the former, where the partner has really little to do with anything going in their life except some aspects of their personality. But other times it can be so clear cut a representation of something in about the character that it needs to be done. With Jaden, I kind of feel like it's more the latter here. Let me explain. His rookie Digimon partner, getting right from the get here, is Patamon. Now, why Patamon? Patamon, I actually feel, A, because of a Digivolution line, and B, because of its design and kind of what it looks like a little bit, I think is a good representation for Winkaribo. Winkaribo is this furry little football fairy with wings that helps prevent damage. Patamon is a friendly-go-lucky little hamster mammal. I'm not really sure what kind of mammal he's really based off of. That can fly with his wing ears, even do an attack, boom, bubble. By the way, do we ever see Winkaribo ever do an attack apart from using level 10? We ever seen him do an attack at all in the anime? And what that looks like? Because Karibo's basic attack is just him attacking with his claws. So I wonder what Winkaribo's attack looks like. And just going, like a little puffball thing. But yeah, so I think Patamon's a good representation. It's a very friendly, outgoing Digimon that can also be a very good defender. It's very good at, it's very loyal. It's a good friend to like TK. So it would make sense that it's a good representation, at least to me, for Jaden's partner. So going on that was a Digivolution line. We know Patamon actually has many different Digivolution lines, but the most famous, obviously, is the Angemon line. And Angemon and a lot of his lines, I think, are actually good representations for a big aspect of Jaden. The fact that he has the Neospacians, which were manipulated by Cosmic Light, admittedly, mutated by that to create them. But he also has his elemental heroes, particularly Flame Wingman. It was his go-to. The Seraphim Angel-like qualities of the Angemon line, I think, lend itself well towards, I think, the hero cards and some of the Neos cards. That kind of extraterrestrial holy energy to a degree. And especially if you look at, like, say, Shining Flare Wingman, you can tell Shining Flare Wingman's design is based kind of more off an angel than an actual hero. So with that said, you have Angemon there. Then you have his Mega form, which is Magna Angemon. It was cool. It's always kind of explained a little bit. The Angemon line is so powerful that even though the strongest members of the team were Tai and Matt, with War Greymon and Metal Garurumon as Mega levels, the Angemon line's levels, champion levels Digivolution levels seem to be stronger than the average Digimon on that level. But Angemon seems to be a little stronger than your average champion, capable of kind of contending with some ultimates like Myotismon. Like even Myotismon actually had to, in that fight in the real world in season 1, actually had to leave. Like, I take my leave. He actually had to retreat because Angemon was there. Like, he said, they must have been desperate to call you in. But we know for the fact that he, at least in the series, Myotismon was really only weak to Holy Light-based Digimon. And then Magna Angemon was capable of beating Piedmon, which is a Mega-level Digimon, meaning that even though he's only an Ultimate-level Digimon, he's got the equivalent power of at least a low-level Mega. And again, because he's a Holy-type Digimon, it's probably another reason he had such a strong advantage over Piedmon. So, yeah, and then obviously we'd go into now Seraphimon, who is the Mega and a really great design. Like it's just a battle armored Night Angel. That's pretty awesome. And this obviously is like the pinnacle of Jaden's power here represented. You got a bit of the Shine Flare Wingman. There's a little bit of Neos represented in there. I think a little bit of everything is represented perfectly with Seraphimon. That said, however, there is one other Mon that I added to this Digivolution line. Because Jaden, being the reincarnation of the Supreme King and having the gentle darkness in him, went down a dark path for a while. And I think if we were to say have Jaden be a Digidestin and like their story go on, I think we'd see something similar to that happen, where Jaden and his partner go down a bit of a dark path. And so, apart from Seraphimon, there'd also be Black or Shadow Seraphimon. This is the best image I could get that would show up like this. It's a little blurry, but still. Obviously, Shadow Seraphimon's got like the bat wings. There's another version of Black, Black. He's known as Black Seraphimon, but I've always heard him called Shadow Seraphimon. There's another version, at least artistically, of him, where his wings almost look like hands, like red energy hands, arms. But yeah, I didn't want to do that because I wasn't familiar with that version of it. So this is the version I'm familiar with. He's got like a darker color scheme with some greens in there, and the demon-like wings behind him. Basically a fallen angel. Now, obviously, if we were to look at the two, Jaden ultimately would come back to the fray and have Seraphimon as his true ace. So, yeah, and I mean, yeah, I can't help but wonder. Because that's because we know Omnimon is Garurumon, Metal Garurumon and War Greymon. But I've always heard the idea of, what if the other Digimons can do that too? What if the other partners could theoretically do that? And it's an interesting idea. Would it just be an Omnimon or would it be something else? Like Omnimon, but instead it has the aspects of the other Digimon that we used to fuse with it. I've heard the same idea too with what if the other what if the season 2 Digimons had different DNA Digivolution partners? We know that Ken and Davis, X-Vemon and Stingmon made Pyldramon. But what if X-Vemon and, say, Gatomon digivolved together? Or Ankylomon, things along those lines. In fact, I think Karn EX may have a video on that. Karn EX is a Digi YouTuber. You can look him up. He's good. I like him. So he might have a video on that, I'm pretty certain. But anyway, yeah, I would still say that predominantly it is Seraphimon who is the primary Digivolution, but there are times where Shadow Seraphimon might take his place. And so that is the Digivolution partner and the Digivolution line for his partner, Jaden Yuki. Let me know if you like this or if you don't like this. What would you do for a partner if you would do anything different? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See you next time.